Okay, so then let's go back and see if we can have more conversations with him, because I didn't know if he liked me touching his hair. That was an odd thing to say. Is it? I apologize for being strange then. It's just that most of the people I've met have the urge to do so, and has become bothersome for me in the end. But if it's you, then I don't mind. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was uncomfortable for you. Talk. Why are you being so nice to me these days? You sound like you change of attitude. Are you planning on doing something stupid again? No, I have decided to trust you, therefore I will refrain from hurting myself from now on. I can't disappoint you, especially when you've made me such a heavy promise. Why are you being so nice to me these days? I like you. You remind me a lot of my owner and the Prince of the Broken Throne. And while I can no longer make them happy, I could still make you smile. Oh, okay, so this may be my last day with him. No! Sleep. And so days became months, and months became years, yet I still remain in this place. To be honest, I have lost track of how long I have stayed. Time has ceased to have any meaning to me. I admit that at first I was frustrated, even furious, but the languid and idyllic atmosphere of the place had affected me. Now I just spend my days drifting aimlessly in the house. Sometimes the man in the top hat would accompany me. Sometimes the man in spectacles would. We would talk light-heartedly about abstract nonsense and then eat white chocolate. Why am I here? What am I doing? Who am I? Those once important questions are now just silly thoughts. Why struggle when you can just float along in nothingness? I'm so bored. I should go to bed. Why are they here? This is like so different from the first route. What's with the glum expression? I thought you would be happier. You don't have to worry about her disappearing on you because she has lost all will to leave. On top of all that, she didn't even get eaten by the nightmare creatures, so you can still have her in her somewhat same form. Finally, after a long period of messing with her mind and driving away countless nightmare creatures, you get to keep Asuka all to yourself. Just shut up. What's your attitude, my dear? I only taught you how to connect and warp reveries because I was bored. If you annoy me too much, I can easily as much make sure you'll never be able to reach her again. Oh, he's like the wizard. I like him. I am the Lord of Dreams and the patron of all of you, escapist mad people. And as long as you don't leave the land of reveries, I have absolute control over you. Too depressed to even retort, you are getting more boring by the minute. Frankly, you two have been less entertaining than I thought you would be. This has been a waste of my time. The Lord of Dreams leaves. Now it's just the two of us, dear. Just like I have always wanted. But why do I feel just as empty as before? By your lack of response, I can see that you think this is boring too, don't you, Asuka? Well, then we must fix this problem. We are going to stay here for a long, long time, and we can't possibly stay unaccompanied forever. How does death throning the Lord of Dreams sound? If I take his place, then we can go to any reverie we want. I'm sure one of them will suit your tastes. Taking down that little brat will take a while, as he is more powerful than he looks. But given enough time, I will definitely be able to do it. Maybe then, you will smile for me again. Lost Joker, nightmare ending. But how do I get what? Okay, but what? Did I not do well? I don't understand. Did I miss something? Okay, I have questions because it says read. White, so he has to be romanceable in a sense. Okay, hey, what is your name? Okay, so then I talk. Okay, I kind of remember what it says. Okay, I'm just trying to remember what I said. There we go. There we go. I am lost. I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, talk. There we go. Talk. Wings, talk. Talk. There we go. The first time, first charm thing. You remind me of a child. Talk. Yes. Okay, so we have... Okay. To sleep more. I already talked to you enough. Like, literally, we've talked so many times. Sleep. 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 This one, this way, that way, this way, talk. There we go. I'm trying to remember all the things that I said to him before. And then we do the paper airplanes. Let me go get the supplies. Okay, so I forgot I need to go get paper. Oop. Buy paper. Buy. Up. This way, and this way. Okay, so he brought the paper. And it shows a cutscene. Oh, that's really cute. That's the cutest cutscene ever. Boom. Sleep again, because why not? And go see him once more. You're welcome. And talk. Lavender. Talk. There we go. There we go. Boom. Talk. Here we go. One more talk. Okay, now we gotta go see what the stats look like here. Stats. 260. Okay, so we do need more scenes with him. Sleep. Okay, and then this is where I hide. And then I should be fine because I have enough points with white. Go over here, talk. There we go, perfect. Talk. Okay, talk. Talk. Thank you. Talk. Talk. Yes. So, okay, so we had to go through a lot of cutscenes, and there's a lot of story, and we know that White just wants to go fly. And yeah, it just repairs itself. He's right. So, a lot of these scenes are kind of dark, and... Okay. Sleep again. We're getting much more cutscenes this time around. Or like I feel like we're getting them to them faster. Okay, talk. Okay, talk. Boom, talk. Oh, thank you. Never told you my name. Talk. That's an odd thing to say. Okay, so talk again. And then we go again. Now that we have a knife, we should expect... Okay, sleep. 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 I'm kind of expecting now, like... I feel... Okay, so there has to be some more dialogue. It's like... We're going through his dialogue pretty fast. White previous owner and the Prince of the Broken Throne, who were they? Ask about his owner. My owner was a pretty little girl. She was a strong person and good friends with the Prince of the Broken Throne. The prince gave me to my owner so that she may have always remembered him. It was a miscalculation. For that, I was bound to vanish into the sky one day and could not always be by your side. Are you talking about me? White said that I remind him of this owner, but the last time I checked, I'm not a little child. Do I look like her? No, it's mostly the way you carry yourself and your smile that reminds me of her. But now that you mention it, you two do have the same coloring of hair and eyes. He knew me as a child. White mentioned last time it was Honor who chained him up. Why would she do such a thing? It's quite simple. She doesn't want me to go. Why do you still care for her after all the things she has done to you? Besides the Prince of the Broken Throne, I am the only friend she's had, and as urgent as it is for me to return back to the sky, I am willing to wait as long as I need for her to come back to her senses, even if it will eventually cost my life. Talk. Hey, if you do enter the sky, will you remember me? I will. I do hope you will do the same. Talk. Hey, I filled another paper plane. Do you think I got better? Did you start hurting yourself again? I did not hurt myself. You got better. I'm glad. I have been practicing for a while now. I really make something that would make you proud. Someday, when I am no longer by your side, I hope you will look at this picture and remember the happy times we have spent drawing together. Drawing? One last thing to ask, White. You say that I'm the mistress of this house, is that correct? Yes, you should be. I only know that you're the mistress of the house, but I am not sure what exact powers you have, but in theory you should be the most powerful entity here. Okay. Shoot. Sleep. Unfortunately, we do need the 270. Shit. Okay, then we can attack it. Oh god, I'm not gonna make it to this 270, am I? Okay. Bye. I'm guessing it's this one. I'm only guessing. Talk. I may be wrong, but I still think I may be able to get him right back into the sky. For a while. But why? You say you trust me, right? So please, just do as I ask. Okay. This better work. As the mistress of the house, I command you to come before me, White's owner. After I said those words, I just stood there silently, waiting for her to come. From the clues I had pieced together from my conversation with White, I already had an idea of who she might be. However, the idea is so illogical that I had been refusing to consider it until now, but when I saw her appear, I was left with no choice but to face the bizarre truth. It's us. Yep. I see that I was just as gloomy as a child as I am a girl. But as entertaining as it is to talk to my younger self, let us get straight to the point. Hand me the keys to White's chains. You're going to be all alone again, you know. Excuse me? You heard me. You're going to be all alone if you let White go. We both know you don't have any friends, and your mother has lost her mind a long time ago. You weren't lying when you said he was your first friend in a long time, and you're just going to let him leave? You're being selfish. White is bleeding to go home. I don't... And you think he's going to be just fine on his own? Just look at him. Can you really lie and say that he's going to do well in the sky? I'm not keeping him in the prison, but protecting him. He is going to die if he goes outside. Don't you understand? She seems too unstable to talk to. I should. I don't think the usual weapon will work on her. Stab her with a knife. I mean, like, man, that's what you do, man. You win. What do you want to gain? White is going to be dead and gone, and you are just going to be all alone in this house, trapped in suffering. You stupid, stupid little girl. You can come in now, White. Why do you look so calm? Aren't you supposed to be madder? I just murdered your precious owner. No, you didn't kill her. She was dead a long time ago. After all, you are now a beautiful and mature young lady, not a frightened little girl desperately clinging on to me. But then again, if you wish to, you could decide to become my owner again. You are the mistress of this house, and this is your world. The choice is ultimately in your hand. Let White go. She had the key all along. I'm sorry for keeping you here for so long, but you are right. It's time for me to let go. Thanks for being with me all this time. I deliberately turned my back towards White because I didn't want to see his expression when he parted. But then I felt a touch softer than an angel's feather on my cheek, and a voice spoke gently to me. Thank you, Asuka, and take care. Aww. Are we gonna wake up at school again? Oh. Were we dead? We were dead. 15 minutes later in the living room. Oh, shoot. Okay, no, we weren't. Okay. Kasumi. La 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 la. Good morning, Mother. Oh, good morning, Asuka. I told you the sleeping pills works wonders, don't they? I believe this is the first time you had slept in this late. But now that you are awake, will you please let me take a look at the television? I don't think I'm able to turn it on. That's because it's not supposed to turn on. We don't have enough money to pay for both electricity and water this month. Also, if you keep taking those water wasting bubble baths, soon we won't have water either. But I need those to keep my skin nice and smooth. Your father always told me that my skin was gorgeous and beautiful. I have to be in the tip-top condition when he comes and picks us up, do I? He's an influential man after all. We can't look too shabby next to him. Ugh, these jealous, ugly middle-aged women next door and their stupid accusations. Just you wait. One day your father will come and pick us up and we'll become richer than they can ever imagine. He promised he will come for us. But, yes, but why? Why is he not here yet? Is it because I'm no longer beautiful? But I have tried so hard to remain pretty and people continue to compliment me on my appearance. So it must not be about my looks. But then what is it preventing him from coming for us? Why, Asuka? Why? Why is he not here yet? Don't worry, Mother. Didn't you always say that a man needs to devote time to his career, especially a man of his status? I'm sure he's just busy. Here, take your morning pills. Yes, that is right. He's just busy preparing a place for us. Silly me. How could I not trust him? He promised me that he would come back for us. And then he can buy you a new pet bird so you won't be sad anymore. Oh my goodness, don't tell me White was a bird. What? I never had a pet bird before. Oh, of course you had one, honey. When you were around 11 or 12, you came home one day with a snow white bird in a fancy cage. He was such a pretty bird, but you won't even let me touch it. It was as if the bird pigeon was the most sacred thing on earth to you. You even saved up your lunch money just so you could buy a specialized food for it. But 3 months later, after you brought back the bird, some rude and unreasonable men came and asked us to pay the debt. I told them that your father had already paid everything for us, but they denied it. They told us they were going to take everything we had in the room, including your bird. Apparently, the cage was made out of platinum and the bird was a rare breed. I told you to let them have the bird, for your father would buy you a better one anyways, but you refused. You screamed and charged at the rude men to give the bird back, but being only a child, they paid you no mind and took the bird away from you. I suppose I underestimated how much you valued the bird because after the incident, you wouldn't eat or sleep and quickly fell into a high fever. During your sickness, you kept crying and apologizing to someone, and when I asked you about it after you recovered, you only looked at me strangely. The fever must have caused you to forget about the incident altogether. Well, all this talking has made me tired. Since the television won't be working, I think I'm gonna go get some more beauty sleep. So it was our bird. Our only friend. As hard as it is for me to admit it, my mother was right. It was better to let White go. White is an object of my childhood naivety. A reminder of a time where I can sit in a shabby room and think about nothing but in paper planes and pretty dresses. A lingering fragment of my past where my biggest concern was whether the Magical Girls TV show would get cancelled. However, in a world where it is difficult to even pay the utility bills, there's no place for White to exist. As I grew older, there is no time for me to sit down to ponder the clouds any longer. Whether I like it or not, I have to grow up and face adult responsibilities. Still, deep inside of me, I guess there's a part of me that wants to close my eyes and remain forever a child. That is probably the reason why I lost all my memory of Wright. By refusing to remember him and pretending that he's still with me, I denied the fact that all my childhood hopes and promises were lost to me forever. But now I guess I am brave enough to open my mind to the truth. The girl that grew up. White's insomnia ending. Oh, it's our bird. I'm so emotional about the bird right now. So skip to White's choice scene with required items. Okay, so not even human, lol. Not even human. Lol is the passcode we need. Alright. I should probably get the other things too, because for some reason I feel like I'm gonna need them. Roba Printing Company. Hopefully I have the other page saved with the information for this. Paper planes are cute but useless. Are cute but useless. Awesome. Okay, so let's see. I'm guessing like the true ending is all of it, like all the things 100%ed. I'm guessing because we're getting like 100% for everything. So let's skip intro. Let's go see our boy. Hey boo. Next page. Enter cheat code. It's gonna be not even human. Lol. What? Why? You say you trust me, right? So please, just do as I ask. Okay, so we're gonna see ourselves. And we're gonna stammer. That's like one thing that's like for sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna stab her. Is there like a different choice? I don't think so. Keep White with you. I know I am being unreasonable and selfish, but I can't bear to see you leave. So please don't go. So don't go, please. You're never going to grow up, are you? Saying those words, White walked up and embraced me. His act of passive consent unhinged me for a moment, but soon I buried my head into his shoulders. He smelled of mints, of spring, and of all things clean. Oh, this is sadder. So for a period of time, we lived happily together in unspoken anonymity. White did not mention his desire to go back to the sky again, and I ceased to talk about this play's detachment from reality. It was as if we were playing an elaborate game of pretend. But in the midst of my surreal happiness, I forgot that all games of pretend will eventually have to end. White, come here. I have something interesting to show you. White, are you here? That's odd. He would never leave. He died. The girl who refused to grow up. The White Nightmare ending. I don't know if he just died because he got old or he just committed suicide. God damn, these freaking things are deep. Alright, so we have the codes for Duke's route and we now have the codes for White's route. Thank you guys so much for joining me in Reverie and Odd Sim Date. The next one is going to be, well, it's going to be, what's his face? The Joker? So after the Joker, we have those two endings, and then we have 2, 4, 6, and then the true ending. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you in my next video and my next live stream. Until next time, bye, Johnny.